Hello aspirants, welcome to today's video from Concept Desk. Today we're going to see in detail about verbal reasoning, and this is going to be focused more towards the CAT examination. So we'll have a brief outlook of what are the various sections in CAT, and of those sections how much weightage is being provided to verbal reasoning, and what are the important topics of verbal reasoning and how to prepare for them. So let's get started. What are the basic sections in the CAT exam? So there are three sections in total. The first one would be quantitative aptitude. The second is logical reasoning and data interpretation. The third is verbal reasoning and reading comprehension. In today's video, we're going to focus more on the third section. Do check out the other links that I had given in the description for the other two sections. So of these three sections, what is the weightage that is being provided in the CAT exam? As we can see, both verbal reasoning as well as quantitative aptitude have an equivalent weightage of 34% each. That is, out of the 100 questions that will be asked in the exam, each of these sections will have 34 questions each. The other section of logical reasoning and data interpretation will have the remaining 32 questions. Well friends, if you have attempted the CAT exam in earlier years, you will notice that there is a difference that has been introduced for the CAT exam from this year onwards. I'll give a very brief description of those changes that have been made that will be helpful for the earlier candidates as well as for the newer ones. First of all, the total duration of the exam has been reduced to 120 minutes only. Earlier it was for 180 minutes or 3 hours, and now it has been brought down to 120 minutes. Also, what has been introduced is a sectional time duration. Earlier we had seen that there are 3 sections for CAT. So an equivalent distribution of 40 minutes for each section has been provided, and each candidate has to stick to this time limit. They cannot use a lesser amount of this or maybe borrow some time from the other section and use for any other section. Each candidate has to definitely attempt each of the section for 40 minutes entirely. Also, a candidate cannot jump from one section to another without completely finishing that particular section. Say for example, I am doing section number 1. I have to attempt all the questions. It's up to me to maybe skip a few of them, but I have to stay in the section for the entire duration of 40 minutes. Even if I attempt all the questions within the section, I cannot jump from that section to the other one. I have to wait for the section to complete, and then automatically I will be moved to the other section. Also, these sections have a fixed order. It is not possible for a candidate to start with any section he or she likes and end with any section he or she likes. Once the exam is initiated, the exam will automatically take the candidate to the first section, that is verbal and RC, followed by which at the end of the 40-minute time limit, automatically the first section will be completed and you will move on to the second section, which is logical reasoning, and subsequently after the end of 80 minutes, automatically it will move on to the third section, that is quantitative aptitude. So as mentioned earlier, each candidate has to finish the particular section and only then they will be pushed to the next one. It is felt that CAT is trying to create an equal ground for all of these candidates so that nobody can play to the strings. Everybody has to attempt each section within the particular time limit, and then scoring will be done based on that. Also, a new method that has been introduced in CAT is there are going to be both MCQ, that is multiple choice questions, as well as non-multiple choice questions starting from this year onwards. In most of the competitive exams across the country, the preliminary questions are almost only MCQ based questions. But here, CAT is also trying to bring in non-MCQ based questions, even though the weightage for that is only almost 1/4 of the total number of questions. As we all know, there is negative marking applicable for CAT. So wherever a candidate is going to attempt a question and give an incorrect answer, 1/3 of the total marking would be reduced as negative marking. So every correct answer for a multiple choice question is worth 3 marks, and an incorrect answer will be -1 mark. That is, a 1 mark will be deducted from the overall total that the candidate secures. Friends, we have to note here that negative marking is applicable only for the MCQ based questions. There is no negative marking for non-MCQ type questions. Moving on, focusing upon verbal reasoning and reading comprehension. So as we saw, verbal reasoning is one of the sections that has a higher weightage, number one, And number two, that is going to be the first section that every candidate has to compulsorily attend. So in this case, we have to be very well prepared with verbal reasoning and especially with reading comprehensions. That is because even within verbal reasoning and reading comprehension, there is a split weightage in which reading comprehensions have been given a higher weightage. Almost 60 to 70% of the questions will be RC based questions and the other part will be allocated to verbal reasoning. So looking into this section, what are going to be the important topics and what are going to be the non-important topics. So first we'll focus on all of the important topics, of which reading comprehension will be the major part. Others will be filling in the blanks, analogies, sentence corrections, reasoning and synonyms, antonyms, one word substitution, etc. So friends, going ahead, there will be a separate video detailing into each of these topics. We'll be covering each of these topics from the basics to the advanced on a very simplified manner so that everybody can understand the concept. Do keep tuned in into our channel Concept Desk. We will be getting videos of all these available on the channel very shortly. So as I said earlier friends, within the section of verbal reasoning and reading comprehension, there is a split weightage. So as far as verbal reasoning or ability is considered, it's going to be entirely non-MCQ type questions. That is, the candidates will not be given any choices. They will be expected to type in their answers using the keyboard. In this case, as mentioned earlier, there is no negative marking that is applicable, and around 7 to 10 questions can be expected in this section. We will have a better idea once CAT for 2020 takes place in the month of November, December, how CAT is planning to ask for these questions. But going ahead, this will be the format that will be applicable for the next few years at least. So in this section, there will be 7 to 10 questions and the other 20 to 22 questions will be from reading comprehensions. So the major type of questions in verbal reasoning are expected to be error correction or sentence completion, critical reasoning, etc., for which definitely we'll be discussing in detail in the upcoming days. The expected difficulty is somewhere between easy and moderate. We cannot expect very difficult questions in this format. It's expected to be somewhere ranging around the moderate type of questions. Coming to reading comprehension friends, though this is going to be entirely MCQ based questions as you know, and around 20 to 22 questions will definitely be asked from this section. That's given a mandatory, and negative marking is applicable for all of these questions. So when we are going to practice all types of reading comprehension, we have to be very clear of what kind of questions we are going to attempt and which ones we have to skip to avoid the negative marking. Around 24 to 28 questions can definitely be expected in the section. It is known that CAT gives a very higher weightage to reading comprehension, and so even in our videos we'll be focusing very thoroughly on reading comprehension. So the passages that are expected in reading comprehension will be of two types. The first will be shorter passages somewhere between 500 to 600 words, and the other will be between longer passages which are between 900 to 1000 words. So this is the format that CAT usually questions the candidates. So here, how do we select a passage? What are the techniques that we are going to use in every passage? How do we study the questions? How do we apply the concepts for answering the questions? What kind of questions to attempt? Which ones to skip, etc. are all going to be covered very thoroughly friends in the upcoming videos. So do keep watching our videos from Concept Desk. So what are the topics that will be asked? It can be anything, it can be everything. There is no specific topic that is fixed for CAT. As you know, this is the highest level of examination that is available in a country to get admission to top management institutes. So the candidate is expected to have a very decent knowledge of every topic that is available across different spectrums. So here questions will be based on science, history, polity, environment, geography, recent happenings, current affairs, sports. There is no limit friends. The requirement is only an understanding of whatever passage is being provided to the candidate and then to answer based on the passage. It's all about reading and comprehending, as the name suggests, reading comprehension. And final, expected difficulty is always going to be somewhere from easy to moderate. There are of course going to be difficult questions as well, but the difficulty level can be expected to be moderate on an average. In the next video, we'll be discussing of different types of questions and how to judge whether it's an easy question, moderate question or difficult question, and also how to arrange the passage and questions accordingly. So friends, we hope that this video was useful to you. All the very best for your preparation. Do keep watching our Concept Desk videos for further ones. As mentioned earlier, I'll be providing all the links to the other topics in the description box. Check out. In case you have any doubts or you want specific tutorials for any particular topic, do leave a comment on that. Take care, keep smiling and stay happy.